Ozzy Osbourne, the iconic heavy metal legend forever etched in music history as the Prince of Darkness, tragically passed away at the age of 76 in July 2025. His death marked the end of an extraordinary era defined by groundbreaking music, wild stage antics, relentless touring, and a lifelong battle against personal demons and serious health challenges. For years, fans around the world had watched as Osbourne openly shared his struggles with Parkinson's disease, along with a host of other complicating health issues that gradually eroded his physical abilities and forced him to confront the limits of his once unstoppable energy. The announcement of his passing came directly from his family in a heartfelt and somber statement that captured the profound grief felt by those closest to him. They expressed that words alone could not convey the depth of their sadness upon reporting that their beloved Ozzy had left this world that very morning. He was not alone in his final moments. Surrounded by family members who enveloped him in love and support, he departed peacefully despite the long, arduous journey that had preceded it. The family respectfully requested privacy during this incredibly difficult time, asking the public and media to allow them space to grieve without intrusion. Osbourne's final public appearance had occurred just weeks earlier, when he defied his declining health to take the stage one last time alongside his Black Sabbath bandmates. This performance at Villa Park was widely promoted and anticipated as his official farewell to live performing, a poignant capstone to a career spanning decades. It came after multiple cancellations of scheduled shows, each one attributed to worsening symptoms that made even basic mobility and vocal performance increasingly challenging. Fans who attended or watched footage of that night described it as emotional and triumphant, a moment where the spirit of the Prince of Darkness shone through despite the visible toll on his body. Many saw it as a fitting send-off for a man who had given everything to rock music. In the wake of his death, tributes poured in from every corner of the entertainment world. Fellow musicians, actors, reality TV personalities, given his long-running shows with his family, and countless fans shared memories of how Osbourne's music had soundtracked pivotal moments in their lives. Songs like Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, Paranoid, and Mama, I'm Coming Home were replayed endlessly, reminding everyone of his raw vocal power, biting lyrics, and unmistakable presence that had influenced generations of heavy metal artists and beyond. His journey from the industrial streets of Birmingham, England, where he co-founded Black Sabbath in the late 1960s, to becoming a global superstar was nothing short of legendary. Black Sabbath's self-titled debut album in 1970 essentially birthed the heavy metal genre, with its dark, ominous riffs and themes of horror, war, and the occult setting a template that countless bands would follow. Yet Osbourne's life was never just about music. His personal struggles with substance abuse, legal troubles, and near-death experiences were as much a part of his public persona as his chart-topping albums. He survived a plane crash, animal bites, including from his own pets, and multiple stints in rehab. His marriage to Sharon Osbourne, who managed his career with fierce loyalty, became a cornerstone of his story, especially through the MTV reality series The Osbournes in the early 2000s, which humanized the wild rocker and introduced his family to a new audience. That show revealed the everyday chaos and love within the household, turning Ozzy into a relatable, if eccentric, family man. A recent investigative report has added a surprising and somewhat eerie layer to discussions about the circumstances surrounding his passing. According to details emerging from RadarOnline.com, there may have been an unusual contributing factor tied to a seemingly supernatural element from Osbourne's past. Years ago, during filming for the reality series Ozzy and Jack's World Detour, which featured Ozzy traveling across America with his son Jack exploring oddities, historical sites, and the bizarre, the pair visited Key West, Florida. There, they encountered the infamous Robert the Doll, a supposedly haunted or demonically possessed antique doll housed in a local museum. Robert the Doll has long been the subject of urban legends and paranormal claims. Visitors who disrespect him reportedly suffer misfortune, accidents, or bad luck, with many sending apologetic letters to the doll years later in hopes of lifting curses. Ozzy and Jack interacted with the doll for the show, treating it as part of their adventure into the strange and unexplained. The report suggests that this encounter might have carried lingering consequences, potentially hastening or complicating Osbourne's already fragile health in his final years. While no concrete medical evidence directly links the doll to his Parkinson's progression or other ailments, the idea taps into Osbourne's lifelong fascination with the macabre, something that defined his image from the bat-biting days of the 1980s to his horror-themed album covers and lyrics. Skeptics dismiss it as coincidence or sensationalism, but believers in the paranormal point to the doll's documented history of alleged curses affecting those who cross paths with it. This revelation has sparked widespread debate among fans and commentators. Some see it as a darkly poetic twist fitting for the Prince of Darkness, a man whose career thrived on themes of evil, possession, and the supernatural meeting an end possibly influenced by such forces. Others argue it's exploitative speculation at a time when the family deserves respect and mourning. Regardless, it underscores how Osbourne's life blurred the lines between reality and myth, performance and personal truth. His legacy endures not just through his music catalog, which continues to inspire new generations of rockers, but through the stories, both real and rumored, that surrounded him. As the world processes his loss, conversations about Parkinson's awareness have gained renewed momentum. Osbourne had become an advocate of sorts, openly discussing his diagnosis since 2019 and the grueling treatments he underwent, including stem cell therapies and surgeries. His candor helped destigmatize the disease for many, showing that even larger-than-life figures face vulnerability and decline. Charities and organizations dedicated to neurological research have noted an uptick in donations and interest following his passing.